On this exact day, 32 years ago, Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived at the Ayodhya Ram Temple. He was on a yatra to spread the message of unity from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, the Ekta Yatra. Prime Minister Modi had vowed to return only when the Ram Temple was built. Well, we are now a mere week away from the consecration ceremony. 2 days ago, Prime Minister Modi shared an emotional message to the nation in which he expressed how fortunate he was, feeling to be able to witness the auspicious occasion, and announced that that he would take an 11-day Anushtan ahead of the grand consecration ceremony. Arzu Said is joining us for more details on this story. Arzu, this is a very significant day for Prime Minister Modi today, isn't it? 32 years ago, he was in Ayodhya as well.
Well, yes, remarkable journey that, and also the picture that have been shared is of 14th January 1992 of Ram Janmabhoomi Ayodhya. On the visuals, what we are showing where Prime Minister is worshipping Lord Ram, and exactly 32 years ago, Prime Minister Narendra Modi embarked on the Ayodhya Ram Temple Yatra journey spanning from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, known as Ekta Yatra, aimed at spreading the message of unity. There were the chants of Jai Shri Ram. PM Modi made a solemn vow to return only when the Ram Temple is to install in Ayodhya, and this is the time the world is going to witness such a historic moment where the Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lalla will be going to take place on 22nd of January. Also, the realization of the integration of Kashmir with India, a long-standing post-independence goal of the Jan Sangh and the BJP, naturalized under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, a testament of their unwavering dedication to national unity. Following century of unwavering perseverance by the country's countless Hindus, Bhagwan Shri Ram has now been reinstated as his Janmabhoomi through the construction of the Grand Temple. This remarkable journey for the completion reflects Narendra Modi's steadfast commitment to seeing through the rightful conclusion of God's historic and deeply significant chapter for the nation. Yes.
Absolutely. And also, just a couple of days ago, Prime Minister shared a very special message to the nation. Arzu, what did he say in that message?
Well, yes, 2 days ago, he shared an emotional message to the nation in which he expressed how fortunate he has, he was feeling, very fortunate. He was feeling to be able to witness the auspicious occasion and announced that he would be undertaking an 11-day Anushtan rituals ahead of the grand consecration ceremony of the Ram Temple on 22nd January. And in this, there are several things that are being done before the Pran Pratishtha, that are, sleeping on the floor, doing early morning prayers, and there are several things that is being done as a rituals before the Pran Pratishtha. So all these rituals are being performed by the Prime Minister also, and in fact, all around the country, the people are contributing to it. Yes.
Yes, also, Arzu, as far as, of course, now the Anushtan is concerned, it's a special lead up to the Ram Temple, isn't it, for the next 10-11 days? Because literally, there are now just days to go for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, and special functions in Ayodhya will also begin a week before the Pran Pratishtha. There are pujas, there are other yatras as well, which will be commencing too, isn't it?
Well, yes, Uday, just a few days left for the Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lalla, and all these things are also happening around the country. If you see, whether it's Madhya Pradesh, whether it's Rajasthan, everywhere, people are contributing. They are celebrating it in the temples. Also, the Swachhta Abhiyan is taking place, that the Prime Minister has started, kicked off in Maharashtra, where he, wiped the temple and said that the cleanliness drive should take place in every temple around the country. And also today Rajnath Singh is taking part in Lucknow, where he will clean the temple in Lucknow, and in Delhi JP Nadda is taking part in the Ravidas temple, where he will clean the temple. So all these cleanliness drive is taking place ahead of the Pran Pratishtha that is going to take place in Ayodhya.
Sumit Peer, political analyst, also joins us now. Sumit, it's a significant day for Prime Minister Modi. In 92, Prime Minister Modi was also in Ayodhya, although it was a very different Ayodhya then, Sumit.
Yeah, Uday, it's a very emotive and emotional day because Prime Minister had taken a resolve that he will not go back to Ayodhya till the time the Ram temple is not made or constructed. I think last time he went to Ayodhya was for the Shilanyas. Then Prime Minister Modi on record has said, I'm very emotional with this. I'm doing this 11-day Anushthan so that I can purify my, soul and I can be a part of this. It's a very, very emotional day for him and for all the Hindus of the country who have fought so long. And there are so many people who have never lived to see this day. Look at Kothari brothers. Look at how many car sevaks were butchered. Look at how many people lost their lives. How many people gave the supreme sacrifice for this Ram temple to come up. As is a matter of national pride. It's the matter of Hindu pride. And what I always call it is the third pole in geopolitics. It's our answer as Hindu Sanatanis to Medina and Vatican. And rightfully they deserve a place. And so does our Ayodhya ji deserve a place. So this is a great moment of pride. And you can imagine a person who went there, who went to for Tiranga Yatra to Lal Chowk, when terrorists were threatening to kill everybody and anybody who reaches Lal Chowk. From there he went to Ayodhya and he took that pledge. That is why now I understand why Prime Minister Modi say that I'm very emotional ho raha hu, because that dream come true. 32 years have gone by and now finally with his hands and within his presence, the impossible is becoming possible. Who could have thought when he went there to Ayodhya 32 years back when Bhagwan Sri Ram Lala was in a tent and there's a visitor called Narendra Modi who comes to visit him, and one day he will be the Prime Minister of India and one day with his own hands he will be doing what was seen as impossible. I mean, our Ram Lala has lived in tent for so many years, that is an appalling thing. Hello?
Yes, Sumit, also, the fact, of course, very clearly is that, this is an emotive issue, as you're saying, for Prime Minister Modi, but it's also an issue that he has struggled personally for. This is an issue that he has done yatras for, he has persevered for several long years, Sumit, before this day has come to fruition.
See, if you look at 32 years back, Modi ji was a Karyakarta. He was a Pracharak, he was a Swayam Sevak. He was not in the position of power and neither he was in a position where he could have, moved something. But even at that level, being a Karyakarta or being a Pracharak, he had this zeal wherein he had done yatras, he had united India. He did the famous Tiranga Yatra when nobody could dare to enter Lal Chowk. You remember that was a time when terrorists were, roaming free there and the guns used to go out, be blazing in the broad daylight. Now, having done yatras and having that resolve in them, in your mind, in your thing, that is what has come true today. That resolve of Prime Minister Modi has come true today, and it is not a coincidence that in his tenure only, the things have really matured and what we thought will never happen has happened. So it is quite natural that, when you are associated with a cause for so many years and you are taken a vow or a pledge that next time you are only going to come to Ayodhya when the Bhagwan Sri Ram temple will be built. So now the destiny of the God has made you the Prime Minister and you are supposed to you did the Shilanyas and you are supposed to do the Pran Pratishtha and the Anavaran of the Bhagwan Sri Ram temple. So it's a very emotive issue to him, and knowing that his spiritual bent of mind and his spiritual life, for all people who are spiritually inclined, they are
absolutely
they are rejoicing.
Sumit, appreciate you joining us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.